Hello, my name is Rafael Seiz Ortiz from the Department of Applied Linguistics, and in this didactic video we will deal with cohesion. These are the contents of the presentation. We will start with some words about cohesion and its importance in academic writing. Then we will see some cohesive devices such as pronouns, adjectives, demonstrative pronouns, and other words that can contribute to cohesion. To finish with ellipses. The objectives are first to understand the meaning and importance of cohesion in technical and formal and academic English. Also to know how to ensure cohesion in academic language and to know how to use a series of cohesive devices that are very important in English. Cohesion is the process of referring to other parts of a given text, normally written, by using certain words and expressions that are called cohesive devices to create well-organized structures of or texts. The idea is that the text and the contents of the text must flow logically. To do so, we have certain cohesive devices that contribute to making academic texts clear and readable. These are personal or possessive pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, certain expressions we will deal with in a minute. And these devices normally refer backwards, but sometimes they can also refer forwards, such as in this example. Until they are not properly tested, the materials will not be used in the process. Ellipsis also has an important role in cohesion, and other topics related directly and also indirectly with cohesion are relative clauses and linking words or connectors. Let's start with pronouns and adjectives. Some pronouns and adjectives are used as cohesive devices. Subject pronouns, object pronouns, he, she, him, her, and some possessive adjectives or pronouns such as his, its, or their, mine, etc. There are some related mistakes with the use of these cohesive devices. One of them is the confusion between singular and plural, and the other one is not to make it very clear to which part of the text they refer to. For example, in this incorrect sentence, not incorrect, but not cohesive sentence. Monolingual dictionaries are more useful for international students than bilingual dictionaries because they do not have enough information. They, in this example, can be a source of ambiguity. Then we also have demonstrative pronouns such as these, that, and those. These and these refer to a specific noun or phrase that has been mentioned before. Frequently, however, these is used to refer to a whole idea, previous idea, such as in this example. Aluminium is light. This makes it suitable for aircraft. These and these are often used also with nouns that summarize a recent argument. Words or nouns such as phenomenon, explanation, trend, idea, etc. And that and those can also refer to a specific noun phrase, but they tend to express a greater distance from the writer. This distance can be physical, in time, or emotional. There are some other words that are also cohesive devices. Very often this article shows that information has already been mentioned. Such an plus a singular noun or such plus uncountable nouns or plurals are very often used to mean of the kind already mentioned. For example, cadmium is a good alternative, but such material is not common here. The expression the same is also used to emphasize that you are referring exactly to the person or thing mentioned before in the text. The other, or another are also related in cohesion to give related examples of the thing mentioned. And one, once, both, some, none, few, and many can also refer to nouns previously mentioned, such as in this example. Galileo and Einstein are the parents of physics. Both made major discoveries. Also, expressions such as former, latter, and respectively. The former, the latter, they are used when you mention two things. The former to refer to the first thing you mentioned, and the latter to refer to the second one. For example, there's a difference between iron and steel. The former is less corrosion resistant than the latter. Respectively is also important here because it means in the order in which I mentioned them. For example, Michael and Joanna Stevens are the owners and general manager of the company, respectively. Above and below are also used in cohesion to refer to something immediately before or something afterwards. Yeah? And another expression can be as we saw plus in on refers to a specific piece of previous text. As we saw in Table 3.2, unemployment has increased. Also, ellipsis has its role in cohesion. Ellipsis means to leave words or expressions out of the text. It works as a cohesive device because readers can actually supply the missing information from the text. For example, nouns that go together with adjectives may be left out the second time you mention them. For example, there are two reasons for this. The first, not the first reason, but the first was the process of industrialization. Or several tests were carried out. The most interesting, not the most interesting test, was non-destructive. And do so is also an expression that means instead of repeating a verb phrase. Individuals may not take responsibility for recycling, but government agencies should do so. Do so refers to the action itself. As we saw, cohesion is very important to ensure clear and readable texts in academic language. There are many ways in which cohesion may be achieved. They are called cohesion devices, pronouns, determiners, ellipses, etc. But we didn't cover all the possibilities in this presentation, only some of the most common ones. And in summary, good academic writers must know how to use these words to ensure cohesion. Thank you very much.